recording.
Greetings and salutations to all. Back with another video. Welcome back to Above the Block. Today I just want to talk about the power of discipline and the benefits that come with it. I know I need to shave, but I don't shave until like 7 to 10 days apiece to avoid, skin irritation and all that. But yeah, discipline. It's always been my best friend, just like pain. These two things always kept me in line. Discipline, oh man, where should I start? Having the power to think before you speak, think before you act. That's a good form of discipline right there. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you from saying I apologize, something I don't like to do at all. When you upset, when you let your emotions supersede your intelligence, you end up saying and doing a lot of things that you really don't mean. When you get upset, people don't realize something takes over us where, we're really not in our right state of mind when we're upset, So it's easy for us to do things and say things that could be harmful to others as well as ourselves. Because once you do something or say something, it's already done. No matter how many times you apologize or whatever, it's done. So to avoid these things, you want to what? Practice discipline. And that goes with everything else, like, people are so easy to get addicted to not just drugs, just anything, that gets their attention, You gotta know what's good for you and what's not good for you, because only you gonna be the one to feel it when judgment calls. Which way we supposed to be going? With my baby girl, my little daughter Alima right now. It's ready to be a crazy storm coming our way, so it's only right that we, go get our survival packages together. We're going to stock up on water and everything else. Fruits, a lot of fruits and veggies, things that we don't have to keep refrigerated, Survival is one of my best things. That's all I've been doing since I came out, survival. That's what got me here. But yeah, discipline is a beautiful thing, man. Keeps you out of jail. Because here's the thing. When you're in that fork in the road, right? You might be doing bad. You need a good come up real quick, right? Because we all been there. And you might have people around you that's known to get into it. However they get to it. But that might just be good for them and not good for you. What works for others might not work for you. You gotta just understand that, man, because when you become a follower, try to ride somebody else's wave and end up getting drowned, you can't blame nobody, man. You can't. So yeah, just practice discipline, man, because you can't go wrong. Even with these females out here, a lot of eye candy. You might see something, you might see a couple joints while you out and about that get your attention, But you gotta be disciplined to know, everything that look good ain't good for you. That's just the facts of life, man. You know when the right one comes across your path. You know, it's just a spiritual engagement, man. Ain't got nothing to do with the physical. You just know deep inside that that's the one, you know? So, yeah, most dudes go looking for their queen and get mad when they keep finding a bunch of peasants, you know? For those who know, man, I've been married 25 years and I wasn't looking for my wife. My wife wasn't looking for me. It was just organic, you know? Once we met, you know, we met through friends, you know. My man James Brown, you know, he got in good relations with her best friend. I ain't gonna say her name or whatever, but that was my wife's best friend. And once I came down to North Carolina and met her, it was a wrap, you know. I just knew. It wasn't about eye contact, and it's just the feeling. And eye contact helps a lot too, you know. But I ain't gonna take up too much time, man. I'm out here, get ready to stack up on a lot of water, you know. Big Locks, they got the water that I like, so, and they got it for the low. It's another thing about discipline, man. You gotta have money management. They throw all of these commercials in your face, you know, give you the Black Fridays and Cyber Mondays and all that crap. You're just being scammed, man, you know? Value the power of $1, man, because money ain't easy to come across these days. So, if you got a good way to get money, man, keep it to yourself and run it up, man, because good things don't last forever, you know? But, as always, man, peace and love. Love you if you even don't love me back. All right? 1.